Hello, my dear. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones. How's it going? How's it going? Okay, I don't think I need to explain much to you because I think you know how this works, and I think you understand most of it. So I just like to remind people sometimes you got to think outside the box. We communicate the best way we can. This is not a perfect science, so, and don't forget, excuse me, if you it doesn't make any sense now, just keep it in mind because you'll remember it later, see it later, or somebody else will validate it for you later and go, oh, I know what Mom's talking about. So, see what Mom's up to. Oh, she's being kind of faint. She was here, now she's backed off. Get back here. I can't order them around. Get in trouble. She keeps saying her first name and her middle name, so somebody used to call her by both of her names, Jeannie Ray. I think that's the way you say it. Jeannie Ray. She's saying like Jeannie Ray, Jeannie Ray, Jeannie Ray. Somebody used to call her both names. And she's wanting to do that to you. She's wanting to call you by your first name and middle name. Usually, she's not saying. Usually, when parents do that, that means you're in big trouble when they use your middle name too. She's smiling. She's showing me a river. It looks like a river. Wait a minute, I can't see. I'm standing back from the water. There's a lot of trees. I can see the water down through the trees, and I see it looks like it's moving. So I'm going to say it's a river because if it was a lake or something, it wouldn't have that flow. So I don't know if you've recently been out walking by a river or you're going to a river. She's not showing me getting any closer. Like you're standing on a road and there's a river down there. I have no clue. They don't always explain. But there's a reason for everything they say or show. She's talking about fresh baked apple crisp, and then she's talking about fresh baked cookies. So you're going to get the smell of those. She says, know that I've been in your kitchen tidying up. I don't know, you got dishes you need to wash or something. She needs to come to my kitchen. It's a mess. I never have time. So there's going to be things in your kitchen that maybe your dish towel keeps falling on the floor, things get moved around a little bit, and it's harder, the heavier the object, the harder it is for them to move. Maybe you're just going to hear things sliding or rattling, and she's showing the oven door open and shut. So sometimes, this is my dining room, that's my office, and I'll hear the refrigerator door shut. Well, it's not open, and there's nobody here except me and the dogs and the cat. It usually happens when you're not in the same room. So, like, I'm in the dining room, there's a wall there, and I don't know why. I don't know why it works that way. As long as it works, I don't care. I don't question it. She's making my eyes roam around. I'm not sure what she's wanting me to look at. Okay. She finally drew my attention. They do that a lot. To one of my cards laying here. Forgive yourself. So a lot of times they'll have me pull a card, but she just drew my mind over there. Oh, she wants the other one too. Stay open-minded. So these two go together. Forgive yourself. Stay open-minded. So I'm sure you know what that means. I mean, not even going to try to dig into it, and she's not volunteering any information. Now she's talking about a candle burning. Candle burning, you're going to blow out the candle. I don't know if she's literally talking about like a birthday candle and somebody just blew out the candles. I almost feel like it's something happening and you're going to blow the candle out and be done with it. She's shaking her head yes. It could be a little bitty thing, it could be a great big thing. She says you'll know what she means. You will know what she means. Most of all, she wants to see you happy. She goes, yes, I can see you. So I'm sure you know, they can hear you, they can see you. 1000% I tell people that's true. Out of, I do a lot of weird woo-woo stuff, and that is probably the number one thing I believe the most. Some of the other things I go, man, it's hard for me to get my head wrapped around it. That is, I'm 100%, 1000% sure of that. So, okay, she's talking about the smell of gardenias. I don't know what a gardenia smells like, but she's talking about more like a perfume that smells like gardenias. Or maybe it's called gardenia something. And it's like she comes down and she gets real close to you, and and know that when you get that smell, and I think you can be in a store, you can be in your car, you can be outside, doesn't matter where you're at when you smell it. Know that she's right there, right next to you when you smell that. And make sure you validate her, acknowledge her, tell her you love her, ask her to bring you more. She's also tapping you. She's tapping you on the head. So I don't know if you get a headache. This is the right side of my head, and that's where she's tapping me. But most of them come in on the right because Bob's always over here on my left. Except for right now, I don't know where he went. So you could feel that little thumping, or you could feel like there's a bug there that you just keep scratching, or you could get a headache right there. She's tapping kind of hard. Trying to get her to answer my question. She's not getting to it yet, so we'll see. I can't force him. I can't twist her arm. She's singing "Sweet Child of Mine," but that's what's hang on, I can't remember. So, don't know if Mom liked Guns N' Roses, but she's actually playing "Sweet Child of Mine," and she's kind of doing the headbanging thing. She's into it. So go to YouTube, play that song. So there'll be something in the song for you, or you're going to hear this song more often, out of the blue. Or even if just something about Guns N' Roses comes up. Sweet Child of Mine, Sweet Child of Mine. Anyway, all right, come on, Mom. I'm asking her something. She, you said you were on a trip. She's showing me in the car with you. Huge smile on her face. She says you're having a good time. She's enjoying you being happy. She's enjoying you relaxing. She's enjoying you taking a break. She's kind of like a backseat driver. She says she didn't want anything in particular. She's actually hanging out with you on the trip. You're feeling her because you're more relaxed. Because you're out of your normal hectic daily, life, that you have all those stresses and stuff, and you're away from all the phone. Well, I guess we're really not away from the phones ringing, but you're away from the laundry and the household duties and all that stuff. So you're actually more relaxed, and that's why you're feeling her more right now. It's not because there's anything bad going on. She's not telling me anything in particular that she wanted to say about it. Other than she loves you. And she's showing me like she's sitting in the back seat and you're sitting in the passenger seat up front. And you turn your head back because you think you heard her. You did. You felt her, you heard her. You did. Of course, when you turned your head around to look, because you thought you heard your mom say something, you, I'm sure you didn't see her, but she's there. Then it's like her energy got all excited. She goes, "We're going to have fun." She's really enjoying it. She's enjoying your energy feeling this way. Did you go to the ocean? Because she shows me you stepping out of the car and there's like a lot of water there. It looks like a lighthouse. Could be I can't tell for sure if it's a lighthouse or a lifeguard stand, a little shack on it. Looked like a lighthouse, then it looked like that. Maybe both. Maybe both. Someplace where there's a whole shit ton of water and a beach. So if that's not where you're going on your vacation or you're on your trip, or maybe that's something that's coming up, or maybe this is a memory. Maybe it's someplace she took you. She's not saying for sure, but it feels like it's now. She's dancing around. She's got happy feet. She's barefoot. She's putting her feet in the sand and wiggling her toes. If you're on a beach or if you're going to a beach in the near future, watch for writing in the sand. She's showing a certain seashell there too. Writing in the sand. Okay, so when I went on my trip to Galveston 3 or 4 years ago, somebody had written in the sand, "Love you," and there was a heart or something like that. I've got a picture of it. Even though somebody else wrote it for somebody else, I knew that was for me from my bottom. You just know. So watch for the writing in the sand. So even though somebody else wrote it for somebody else, it's going to be for you too as you come along. She's singing another song. Hang on, I'm not sure the name of it. Hey, wow, it took me a little while to find that one. ALEXA didn't know it. So what she's actually singing is "Where Have All the Flowers Gone" by the Kingston Trio. So go Google that. Not sure what message is in that for you. And then when I started looking for the song, she made me feel like I wanted to cry. That when she left, when she left, she knew you were there. Whether you were physically there or not, it does not matter. It does not matter because they still feel us. They still know what our thoughts and feelings are. just like they do now. I'm having trouble not crying because she's giving me that feeling. She says you were her last thought on this physical earth. And she loves you to the depth of her soul. And she wants you to be happy. So, got this energy off. Seems like I've had a lot of readings lately. They're pushing the crying stuff on me. So, what was Mom good at when she was here on this earth? I always use the thing, if Uncle Joe didn't have a pot to piss in, don't ask him when he gets up there to help you with finances, because we're not all knowing, or just not all perfect to know how it works down here. So ask Mom for help with whatever she was the best at. If she wants to tidy the kitchen, she can help me with that. Ask for help. Ask them to step in. Ask them to bring you somebody, or to bring something to you, or then you have to be ready to accept it, because I'm always, yeah, I want this and I want that, and then they bring me something and I go, no, I don't want that. I don't want to do that. They go, Rhonda, why are you doing that? We're bringing you your shit. So you have to be ready to allow it to. It'll be something different. She said, oh, whatever you ask for, it'll be like a breath of fresh air with a little bit of anxiety in it, because it'll be something different. So I'm not sure what it is in your heart that you really want it. Something you want to step forward and do in your heart. What would make your heart sing? Doesn't matter if it's tap dancing lessons or something. Doesn't matter. What is in your heart? Ask her to help you with it in a way that she would have been good at here. So she knows that energy of how to maneuver that. Sometimes you'll get a phone call from somebody out of the blue that'll help take you that way. She says, shuffle off to Buffalo. There's a song like that too, but my dad used to say that all the time, shuffle off to Buffalo, and I don't even know what it means, but it's something in that little bit older generation. And I have no clue how old you are, how old your mom was. She says Granny was there to greet her. And she's making me feel like Granny was a maybe a little larger woman. Kind of laid back, didn't say a lot, but kind of like all grannies in that era would have been, cooking, doing the family thing, being the granny, being the mom. But she did it quietly. Made sure everybody was taken care of, everybody was fed. Made sure everybody was fed and fed and fed. So mom was really, like, it gave her a great sense of peace to see Granny, to be with Granny. Because Granny had a sense of peace to her. And Mom says Granny made it all better. Showed me the ropes. Okay, Mom's attitude's changing a little bit. She says, fuck them if they can't take a joke. I don't know where that's coming from or who she's referring to, but she's getting a little spunky and angry about it. You don't need to put up with that bullshit. Somebody being mean to you? It's time for a change. I got your back. You know, even if somebody's just picking on you a little bit or making you feel down a little bit, it, that could be what she's talking about. Whoever this is, she doesn't like the way they talk to you or treat you or something. I hear the word condescending. Somebody's condescending to you, and she's literally sticking her foot out in front of them like she's going to trip them. So if you see somebody falling flat on their face, that's probably the one she's talking about. She's not even telling me if it's male or female, but she's kind of got her feathers ruffled. It's like, not doing that to my baby. She wants you to have peace. Uh-oh. What? She's going, uh-oh. Not uh-oh. She's going, uh-oh. I don't know if she's trying to sing another song again or what. I just let them go. It's their show. She mentions the name Harold or Harry, or at least a male with an H-A name. I don't know why she's acknowledging this person, or if you'll even catch on to who it is by that. We kind of stink at names. She's wanting to flip somebody off, but she's laughing hysterically as she does it. So I don't know, was she kind of have the same attitude I have when I see my best friend. I go, hey, how you doing, bitch? She's laughing. She's not mad at anybody. And she says you don't need all those fancy things in life. Nothing wrong with a pair of sweats and some tennis shoes. She says we're good to go. You and I, we're good to go. No regrets. No anger. I'll see you when you get here. Not anytime soon. I will be the one waiting for you, like Granny did for me. Know that you did everything right. She's talking about towards the end of her being here. You are perfect in every way in my eyes, even when you screw up, because the screw-ups are perfect lessons for you, which we have to do. Excuse me. Which we have to do here. She says, learn your shit. Learn your shit so you don't have to repeat it. And she's talking about we get these cycles. I don't know, she had trouble breathing when she left or what? Why I'm getting so choked up. I'm getting really choked up. Anyway, we have these cycles, and if you don't learn your lesson from whatever comes up to smack you in the face, and you don't learn from that thing, when something really bad happens, you have to look at it like, what am I supposed to be learning from this? What is in this experience that's here for me that I can better myself from? She says you're going to have, she's not telling me what it is, but if you don't learn your lesson from your little hiccups, then it's going to come back around and it'll happen again, only with a different person or a different situation, but it'll be the same type of energy. And if you don't learn from that boo-boo, then you come back around and you get it again. And they keep this, they're still doing it to me. I can't get rid of mine. It has got me again the other day. So if you don't learn from your hiccups, it just keeps coming back. The universe just keeps throwing it at you until you get it. And you cleanse it and you resolve it and you come face to face, come to terms with it. And this is, I think, a preaching for me too, because yeah, I've had a couple of them. I've actually told them before, because this one thing kept slapping me in the face, and I finally said, listen, I'm not going to learn it from these people right here that keep doing it to me. Find me somebody else, find me something else, because I'm not doing it with them. And it's probably something we wrote before we got here, so for some reason she wanted me to explain all that. She loves you very much. And my babies, all my babies. So she's popping in there all the time, but it always helps to invite them. People don't realize, sorry, they make me itch when they get close. Their energy makes me itch. So sometimes your loved one will be standing off in the corner, just standing there observing, because they're afraid to come forward, or they're not sure that they're welcome in the form that they're in now, or they don't want to scare you, or all kinds of things like that. So it always helps to invite them, ask them, come sit by you, do whatever, tell them they're welcome in your home, and tell them you love them, you want them there. That always helps. Because, see, like in my house, nobody is allowed to come in without announcing themselves, except Bob. Bob's always welcome. So if spirit pops in and I haven't invited him, I go, tell me who you are or get the hell out. Okay, she's leaving. She just wants you to know that you can feel her better. I mean, she wasn't trying to get any certain message across to you, but your energy's different. You're not tied up with all the everyday humdrum crap. So it was just easier for you to feel her. Because she's there a lot more than you think. She's having fun. She's kicked back. I think there's some cigarette smoke, so you might smell that. She's kicked back and she's relaxed and she's having fun. So I don't know, whenever you get back in the car, say, hey mom, come on, let's go. Get in the car, we're leaving. She'll be hanging around. It's amazing how this works. Anyway, she's leaving. She's blowing you kisses and smoke rings. I don't know if anybody does smoke rings anymore. So you might see a smoke ring. Even if you see some dude sitting down the way and he happens to blow a smoke ring. Everybody's vaping now, so I don't think you can blow smoke rings with. Yeah, you can with the big ones. So you might watch for the smoke rings, even if it's in a movie. Be another sign. Okay, much love to you, my dear. Thank you very much, Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, oracle card advisor, paranormal investigator, voice for your loved ones.